Good day, my friends. Welcome to today's lesson. Today I'm going to teach you how to build a break on Old Home Place, brick by brick. And I'm going to give you a series of bricks, so in the end you can build a house, which is kind of like a break on Old Home Place. Let's get started. Brick number one is playing the key notes of the melody with 16th notes. So remember this. Everything I show you is going to be a brick. So the brick isn't the house. It's a thing that you work on for a while so that it can be solidified and it can become something that you utilize, right? But I like to practice one idea at a time. So what I'll do is I'll give you one idea at a time and I'll have you practice that idea until you have it. And then I'll give you a separate idea, and you'll practice that idea until you have it. And then you'll put the two ideas together. And we'll do that with separate idea, separate idea, separate idea. Practice all these separate ideas on their own. And then after you've kind of cultivated that idea, then you can mix it in with the others. And I'll show you how to do that later. But let's start with the first brick. The first brick, we're just playing the basic notes of the melody, the key notes of the melody with 16th notes. So let me just, before I play it with 16th notes, give you the basic melody. So I'm going to do this in the key of G. It's been 10 long years since I left my home in the holler where I was born, where the cool fall nights make the wood smoke rise and the fox hunter blows his horn. Double verse. Well, I fell in love with a girl from the town. I thought that she would be true. I ran away to Charlottesville and worked in a sawmill or two. And then to the chorus, starts on the 5 chord. What have they done to the old home place? To the 2 chord. Why did they tear it down? And why did I leave my plow in the field and look for a job in the town? So get that melody in your head, and then I'll show you how to play it with 16th notes, alternate picking. So practice that. Put Strum Machine on a loop and just spend a bunch of time just hitting the main notes of the melody and staying consistent with your timing. That's brick number 1, so get that brick down. Brick number 2 is going to be the major pentatonic scale. And you're going to learn how to play this scale just consistently up and down. And then we're going to learn how to mix it around and mix it with brick 1. So the major pentatonic scale looks like this. So the way that you can memorize the shape is by remembering that the G string is on the 2nd and 4th fret. So open, 2nd fret, 4th fret. And then on the D and the A strings, it's open to 5, open to 5. And then on the E string, it's open 3, 5. So there's 3 different variations there. There's open 2 4, which is that G string, open 2 5, open 2 5, that's both the same, and then the last string open 3 5. So memorize that pattern, practice just doing downstrokes and playing up and down the scale to memorize it. Then work on it with down and up strokes where you're doing down up every time. And you want to get it to where you can practice that down and up stroke and be pretty fluid with it and swing. So da 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 da. And you practice just going up and down the scale like that. And once you kind of feel comfortable with that, then you practice mixing around patterns. So I'll give you an example of some mixture. Right? So instead of just going ascending every time or descending every time, I might go up one note, then down one note. But I never skip a note. So if I'm going up, I always go up 1. If I'm going down, I always go up 1. But I don't always go up, 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 down, 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 down. I might go up, 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 down, down, up, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, up, up. I'm just mixing the amount of ups and downs I'm doing. When I say up, I mean going up to the next note of the scale, down to the previous note of the scale. So I'll turn on Strum Machine, right? I'll go to Old Home Place and I'll set the speed to slow. I might do it to 60 beats per minute. And let me just press play on this and talk to you about what I'm saying. So I might go up and down. Then I might mix. Scale. Back to just up, down. Mix it up. So you could pick a group of 3 notes. Just play them over and over. You could do any group of 3 notes. But it takes a while to be able to, play whatever note you want and keep your down and ups going. So that's a brick, right? Remember we talked about bricks. That's a brick, just to be able to play fluidly whatever you want on the scale, going up or down, using the 16th note pattern. That's brick number 2. So what I would do is I would turn on Strum Machine, I would put it to loop and indefinitely, and I'd put it to the slowest speed that I needed to in order to be able to play it, where I still have to stay focused to be able to play it, but I can play it at that speed. So for example, I might set it to 40 beats per minute, press play and just let it loop, 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 and just practice playing these 16th notes and just varying patterns. Now, I would just practice that over and over and over. And as you do that, you'll start to come up with various ideas melodically. But right now, you're just practicing the mechanics of being able to fluidly play along that scale, not even necessarily thinking about what is the most musical thing to play. How can I just mechanically get the right rhythm and play notes along the scale? Not even caring about what chords are going by or the melody. You're just getting the mechanics of that process. As you start to develop that, then you can think about, as you're playing, oh, which notes are sounding good over this chord, or which notes are kind of emphasizing the melody a little bit. But you don't have to think about that yet. You just have to get the mechanics down so that you can then think about other stuff after that. So practice that, and we'll move on to add another brick. So usually what I do is I'll get 2 bricks, right? One is just playing the melody with the 16th notes. The next brick is just playing the pentatonic scale, major pentatonic scale with 16th notes. There we go. Celebrate that major pentatonic. It's a beautiful thing, worthy of balloons. And so, yeah, those balloons always just send my brain into a different world. But yeah, I'll practice the major pentatonic as a brick, practice the melody with 16th notes as a brick. And then before I add another brick, I'll mix those 2 bricks together. So let me show you an example of what that might sound like mixed together. I'll turn on Strum Machine to 60 beats per minute and play through the song once. And actually, you know what? I'll play it through twice, and I'll play just 16th notes on the melody for a bit. I'll play just pentatonic scale brick for just a little bit, and then I'll mix the 2 together and show you what that would look like to practice that. Just the very basic melody. Here's just the pentatonic scale. Mixing the 2. So you see how you're playing that melody with the 16th notes, keeping that in your head, and then just you can put some pentatonic stuff in because you practiced it on its own. You could put it in any time. And then you can kind of just make the pentatonic stuff work around that melody. And as you practice that, you put Strum Machine on a loop for like 30 minutes and sit there and just practice one, then the other. One brick, play just the melody. The other brick, play just the pentatonic. The more you play each of them separately, you'll find you can shift from just thinking about the melody, shift to the pentatonic for a second, go right back to thinking about the melody. And then eventually, these 2 things start to just meld together, where you can play the melody and you play the pentatonics around it, but it doesn't even seem like you're straying from the melody. You're just making it work together. So that those two things become one. That's your goal. But if you practice each of them separately well enough, then you start to shift from one to the other quicker, right? So you can, within the context of one bar, be playing the melody, throw in some pentatonic, back to the melody. You can shift back and forth quickly. It's like heart rate variability, right? But with your playing, it's like playing style variability. That's like your health, right? Heart rate variability, if you have a good heart rate variability, it's a good health signal, right? Same thing with your playing. You want to have good variability. You can change and adjust and modify from one idea to the other fluidly. That's what we want to get to. Okay, guys, that's it for today's YouTube video. If you want 2 more bricks on this song, come over to my Patreon and join us over there. We're going to give you more information and more in-depth information on how to go deeper into this, how to improvise on it, how to add more bricks to your playing so that you can build a bluegrass mansion with the mandolin, and we teach you guitar over there as well. If you want more in-depth lesson on this, come join me on Patreon. We'd love to have you over there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. Please hit the like button. Please hit the bell. Please comment and ask questions. You know, I love to dialogue with you guys on here and build a community around learning this music. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.